I just saw an interview with Dr. Walensky. She happens to be the head of the CDC, the Center for Disease Control in the United States. And she's puzzled because a study just came out and showed that conspiracy theorists do not report having myocarditis. That happens to be the heart issue that many people are having after they have a. She wonders why that is happening. Ask yourself. Ask yourself why that might happen. People who are questioning a narrative, questioning authority, questioning her, questioning Dr. Fauci. See, it's quite obvious that you have to ask these questions. I'm scratching my head because people are doubling down. There's things happening around us that anybody who's cognitive know this is not something that happens regularly. I was reading just the other day that they said that the death rate has doubled in the United States. So before March 2020, in the old world, approximately 7,500 people in the United States died every single day. In 2022, it's now up to 15,000 people per day. How do you ignore that? Why are you not asking those questions? Why aren't you questioning authority and asking why people are falling in line and not doing anything? It reminds me of a book I read about 20 years ago. It was called The Avengers. It was about a gentleman. His name was Abba Kovsner. He ran the resistance in the Krakow ghetto. He also arranged that someone snuck into Auschwitz, got records of what was happening, of the extermination of innocent people, and he had it sent over to FDR. And nothing happened. No one in America could actually believe it. You know the part that I find really disturbing? He was running the resistance in Krakow. He went to the council and he says, they are killing us. We must uprise. We must fight if we are going to have life. These are people who had lived through the Nazi genocide, the killings, the starvation in their ghetto. They knew what was going to happen, but the council did not raise. They did not revolt. So he had to sneak out of the ghetto. And he ended up joining the partisans and eventually the Russian army. And later, he settled in Israel. And he fought in the War of Independence. His story is a story for all of us. He saw what was happening. He went to people who were also seeing it. However, they were too stuck in their denial. People around them were dying. People around them were going to die. The people who were their overlords told them that they were going to kill them, that they were useless eaters and they were parasites. And what did they do? Instead of fighting for their lives, for their children, they boarded trains. And they're not here to speak. Abba Kovsner, he spoke at Eichmann's trial in Jerusalem in 1961. And he talked about how it was mechanized, how genocide was planned, and how people in denial did not want to see what was in front of them. So as I began, I shared that Dr. Walensky of the CDC asked a simple question, and she's surprised. Why are people who are labeled conspiracy theorists not suffering from myocarditis, heart issues? The answer is quite simple. These people question, and the answers they've received from asking those questions are not good. And they've spoken out, and they've tried to wake other people up. and people still choose to be asleep. This video is for those who are awake, who are about to awake. I'm conducting a number of interviews in the next week, talking to people who have incredible stories. And the reason I'm speaking to them is because I have one question. Why are certain people awake and many choose to go to sleep? I think it's fear. I think it's comfort. By being fearful, you put your head down on the pillow and you hope it's going to go away. It's not. If change is going to happen, it's going to happen first by you becoming educated and asking the right questions. You're getting so frustrated, you have to take action and speak and organize and make sure that those who are leading us down the road to oblivion will not be able to do this. And right now I speak out because I live my life, but there are millions and billions of children who have not. And it's our responsibility to make this world better than we found it. And right now, I don't know what I'm going to tell my own children. We're planning to go to university. I went to university to have a better life. I don't know what life they're going to have because the way things are moving right now, they're not good. Do you know we're only 16 meals away from society falling apart? That's all it takes. Is that the world you want? Because all evil ends when good people say, I will not acquiesce to evil. And it all ends. So wake up and join humanity and make the world better than you found it.